In ancient 5th century Athens, women were sometimes seen, definitely not heard. They were really, really sort of low down in the pecking order. So it's really strange then when we go to pieces of theatre created at this time and see so many strong women being portrayed on stage.
These plays were written by men, entirely performed by men, and the audiences were all men. And they were being performed in a society and in a social hierarchy that treated women as an underclass. And yet, the subject matter is these stories of women of incredible power, in Antigone or Electra or Medea, these women with huge personalities, great strength, great intelligence, great emotional intelligence, fighting back against the patriarchy.
Actually, in Greek theatre, it is extraordinary how many powerful women there are in that. There's powerful goddesses, there's, Clytemnestra, there's all these amazing women.
So while society in ancient Athens was pretty misogynistic, definitely deeply patriarchal, but also we have some fantastic examples of other sources around the time talking about how annoying women are. There's a fragment from a different tragedy that says it's better to bury a woman than to marry her. So set in that kind of context, it does seem very strange that we have all of these wonderful female characters on stage. But I think to do the Athenians some justice, they did recognise how important women were. And even though women didn't necessarily have a political voice and they wouldn't necessarily be allowed out of the house that much, they would have been recognised as performing two, in particular, key roles for the city. First of all, they created children. Secondly, women often were really, really important for the running of the city's religious festivals. And in tragedy, we see that tension between recognising women are important and needing to control and subdue women worked out. So we get a character like Medea. She is manifestly intelligent, fantastically loyal. She has done everything that a wife should do. She produced 2 sons. And yet she's been cast off, put to one side. And this is something that Athenians would have been aware of and might have wanted to say, okay, so here's the situation, what might happen? How can we talk about this problem? Because we can't talk about it in real life, we have to talk about it in the theatre in this safe sort of space. Similarly, in the Antigone, you have a woman who is doing exactly what women should be doing. She's making sure that the body of her brother is correctly buried. That is a religious imperative and something that women in particular were responsible for. And the fact that she is trying to do this duty and she's being thwarted in that by the most important man in the city is a really, really difficult question. How do you reconcile that? So they try and work out these tensions by putting them on stage.